All right, welcome, Hononegah. Algebra 1, very first day of notes. Throughout the semester, you can watch the videos to help you enhance your, or maybe you were missing work and you need to watch the video. If you have questions, please make sure even after the video to talk to your teacher about any of your questions so they can help you. So now it says, discuss with your neighbors. So obviously there isn't a neighbor situation right now, but the order of operations and write down your summary. So if I was thinking about order of operations, I remember, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Some of you may even like PEMDAS, and there are others. So parentheses, exponents, multiply, divide, add, and subtract. So then the two of you need to work on this one. So I'm just going to do this parentheses. So inside the parentheses, a 4 plus 5. So we're going to do that first. Now, this is a commonly missed question because you look at that 28 minus 3 and think, oh, I should do that first. Well, really, there's a multiplication problem here. 3 times 9 is 27. And the last thing I should do in this particular question is take 28 minus 27. So again, follow your rules, and we'll write those down here on the next slide. It says, step 1, look for any parentheses, or sometimes referred to as brackets. Step 2, exponents, so powers. Then multiply and divide. Now here's where people get a little bit confused. It's not multiplication then division. Multiplication and division are at the same level. And so if you ever have two that are next to each other, you're always going to go from left to right. Next, same add and subtract. Again, addition and subtraction are at the same level. So if you have an addition and subtraction next to each other, you're going to go from left to right. So I'm looking at this question. There are no parentheses, no brackets, but I do see an exponent. So 2 to the 4th power, 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 would be 16. Now, multiplication and division. Now I see a multiplication on the left-hand side here, and I see a division question on the right-hand side here. Now, 2 divided by 8 is a fraction. So we got a little bit of a fraction here. So 64 minus a fourth would be 63 3/4, or 63.75. I would probably accept either one of those answers. You could also div that as a improper fraction, but it would be quite large. Next one, parentheses, exponents, multiply, and divide. So I'm going to do the parentheses first. 6 minus 3.5 would be 2.5. Now you're going to need a calculator probably. 2.5 squared is 6.25. So now 12 times 6.25 would be 75. You're going to multiply. And the last you would do is subtract. So 75 minus 1.5 is 73.35. And I was going to do the last one as an improper fraction. It's 255 fourths. Next one, evaluate the expression when the first one's x equals 3. So I'm going to put 3 in for each of the x's and rewrite the question. Parentheses, exponents, multiply and divide, add and subtract. So now, there's nothing inside the parentheses to do, so I'm going to do exponents. So 3 to the 3rd power, multiply, and now addition and subtraction. Remember, if it's in the same level, we're just going to go from left to right. So 11 plus 27 is 38, and then 38 minus 6 is 32. Next one. K squared minus 1 over k plus 3. So I'm going to put 5 in for k. So 5 squared minus 1, 5 plus 3. Now, this is where some people get confused. If you have a large fraction bar, you treat the top as one problem, the bottom as another problem, and then divide in the end. So that kind of overrules the order of operations. So let's say I just did the top. 5 squared is 21. Or 5 squared is 25, and 25 minus 1 is 24. The next one, 5 plus 3 is 8. And so then in the end, I would take 24 divided by 8. So if you have a large fraction bar in which there's stuff on the top and there's stuff on the bottom, treat them as two separate problems. Word problems now. During a bowling tournament, you bowled 3 games with a score of 110, 130, and 129 respectively. Your average bowling score would be given as 110 plus 130 plus 129 divided by 3, because average is you add them all up. So you add up 110, 130, and 129 and divide that by 3 games, and so your average score is 123. So 123 average. Next one, 3 weeks ago on the supply store started selling a pink kit for 75% off of the original price. Now the kit is 15% off the sale price. So the expression represents the current price of the pink kit, where X is the original kit. Find the current price if the kit was originally 48. So 0.75 times 48 minus 0.15 times 0.75 times 48. And I'm not writing it correctly. Here we go, 0.75 times 48. So now, 0.75 times 48 is 36. And then multiplication, 15 times 0.15, times 36 is 5.25. And so 36 minus $5.25 would be $30.75. So what I'm actually going to pay for this particular painting kit is $30.75. Anytime you see a star problem in our notes, that means this is a you try. So all 3 of these questions are a you try. So please hit pause on the video. Try these by yourself. All right, welcome back. Let's see if you got the right answer. So 3 squared would be 9. Now, just because this is in the middle, it's still order of operations. Exponents, then multiply and divide. So 21 divided by 3 would be 7. Always go from left to right with addition and subtraction. So 4 plus 7 would be 11. And 11 minus 9 is 2. Big fraction bar. So again, treat the top as one question and the bottom as another. 3 squared, remember, always don't multiply, then do exponents. Always do exponents and then multiply. So 3 squared is 9. And 4 times 9 is 36. 3 plus 1 is 4. And then 36 divided by 4 is 9. Last one, you are creating a flower arrangement for a friend. The total cost for one vase of F flowers is given by the expression 8 plus 3F. How much will it cost if you have 10 flowers? Order of operations said I should multiply and then add. So $38. Today's homework assignment should be a worksheet. You can locate that in your packet. If you have any questions, please make sure to talk to your teacher, and good luck.